Hi everyone, Magnus here, and today I have the challenge of beating the worst possible chess engine known as WorstFish, and by beating I mean losing to. And the idea behind this engine is that much like Stockfish, it calculates and evaluates a bunch of different moves, and it tries to find, instead of trying to find the one where you checkmate the enemy king as quickly as possible, it tries to checkmate its own king as quickly as possible. So as you can see, the WorstFish is probably going for the fool's mate setup with g4 and f3, this proving the grob is in fact the worst opening in chess. So I'm going to respond with a counter grob here, um, equally messing up my own position. Okay, you know what, let's attack that pawn. How you feel about that, WorstFish? Okay, it's going to bomb cloud the king, fair enough. I can get behind that. Um, okay, sure. And I think my plan is I'm just gonna send in the queen and take a bunch of its pieces. And then after I've taken a bunch of its pieces, I'm gonna try and leave it with a couple pawns and see if I can force those pawns to checkmate me. Because I'm assuming that it's not gonna want to take my queen. Yeah, exactly. It's too easy. Look at that. WorstFish butchered, taking all its stuff. Check. Okay. And I've now claimed the knight. So I've successfully claimed all of WorstFish's pieces, and it has self-mated in many different ways. It is now allowing me to deliver checkmate. Um, but I'm not interested in checkmate. I am interested in self-checkmating. And it's trying quite hard, clearly. Okay. Uh-huh. Logical. Okay, so I'm gonna give it my queen because honestly, my queen was scaring me a little bit. I thought it might get too dangerous, and I'm gonna start taking some more of its pieces. Okay, so now it has a pawn on h6. I think my plan is gonna be to put my king in the corner, like trap it with a bishop or something, and then try and force its king over to like f8, stalemate it, put a piece on the g7 square, and then force it to checkmate me. That makes sense. So, don't really know what I'm up to just yet. It is quite fun just moving around the pieces, to be honest. Okay. So, I've now trapped it in a corner. And I'm thinking I should probably force it to take this pawn. It does voluntarily. Oh no, these bishops look scary. I need to get them out of the way. This bishop can honestly just go and live in the corner over here, where it belongs. Okay. So now I'm gonna have to find a way to get these squares covered up, and then I'm just gonna create like a red carpet of checks for the WorstFish. So I'm gonna start put my king in the corner, just like this. So my king is now in its little net of death, and I'm gonna start by promoting a couple of knights that I can use to block the king. So we're gonna create like this little barricade setup. Something like this. Okay. So it should now be safe. The king has now been boxed by these knights here and here. So the king is now successfully restricted to the back rank by these guys. So I can now move my rooks out of the way. Ooh, a bit of a scare there. I delivered a check without meaning to. Okay. So now what I'm thinking is I want to try and like bring one of my rooks over, and then I'll start just like checking the king all the way across like this. So now I'm forcing the king over to this position. This knight, however, is guarding. I also need a sacrificial lamb. Okay, wait, what squares are being covered right now? Here's done by that guy, that guy. If I were to move this guy, that's not actually a problem. So that guy can move with check. Wait, no, I need to cover this square. So something like this. Now I'm gonna hide my rook in the corner as well. This is like the naughty corner where none of the necessary pieces, all the unnecessary pieces can go. And okay, so what squares is this knight covering? It's actually not needed, I don't think. I actually just need a position. So I think I just stall for one move, deliver this check, put my knight here, and I win, right? So let's do this. Check. Checkmate. There we go. That is how you defeat the worst possible chess engine in a game of chess. It seems like clearly it's not high depth enough. Maybe it needs to go back, do some more drills, some anti-chess puzzles, and maybe one day it will be able to truly be the worst possible chess engine. But if you did enjoy seeing this video, find it interesting, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.